Yeah, boy, you see what it is. Stingray Cool back. Since don't worry, folks. I'm still going back to that sample. So we got that in an in final notification. Translation. I'm coming back bringing that sample knowledge back to you. But check out my Lowest Underground video yesterday, and also check out this video. Shoot, we gonna go without that. Let's see. Don't let me adjust that. But we talking about what I was raised up off of. I'm a G Funk baby. I might change the title later on. I'm so excited. So let me give you a piece of me. Yeah, you seen the I did make some custom made thumbnails called Trapaholics, but now I'm gonna go back to what I'm traditionally known as. You know, well I'm the S Funk, the southern version of G Funk. So yeah, that kind of reminder, kind of like call me a little miniature Andre 3000. But yes, I'm a G Funk era baby. The G Funk's my era. I grew up off of it. That doggone Ice Cube, you know how we do. That Ice Cube to see that bump, that bop gun, got that bang, gang, bounce, fool. You know how we do. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. You want to jack me on tip? I'm that fool for South Central. Take your stick except for the number 2 pencil. Because that today was just waking up in the morning. Gotta thank God. I don't know. Today seemed kind of odd. Mama cooked the pig with no hogs. That's me. Like I said, I give you the real, what I'm really about. And of course, I grew up off that Midwest bounce from the Crucial Conflict, hay in the middle of the barn, Bounties on first of the month, Crossroads, for let's see what else, East 9099, or Mo Murder. See what else on there from Bounties, Of course, I gotta give credit a little bit of the twist. I'm a little twist of all things, like a Louisiana gumbo. And of course, I'm doggone that boom bap too. Some of that Biggie, Nas, GC was Wu Tang Clan. I'm influenced by all that, and I bring it to you through my music. Well, the music ain't out yet, and through my personality. And see what else on the boom bap era. Of course, we got Jay-Z. We got Lords of the Underground. Go check them out. Who got a little bit of North Carolina connection, even though they're from New Jersey, and I think the producers from Cleveland. See who else we got from the boom bap era. Of course, Diggity Diggity Daz Effects, Onyx. Onyx ain't boom bap, but it's still New York. Cause that big pun with he got the Latin twist, and we got like that influence too. But get back to the subject at hand. We talk about the G Funk. Of course, I'm that Regulate. I grew up off of that. Doggone that. I was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was the first rapper I was ever introduced to through Doggy Style, and bumped us on his first ever. No, Snoop Dogg was first ever rapper I was introduced to through the Doggy Style. When Bumped Us Home, it was the first ever rap group I was introduced to Creeping on the Come Up, Baby, for the love of money. Bone Thugs Midwest, but they reside in West Coast. Except for I think the time Crazy Bone was residing in Florida for a little bit. But yeah, but the G Funk is what raised me. That doggone, that funky deli, Nocturnal, Sugar Free. See, that DJ Quick, the G Funk Masters, of course, Dr. Dre. I like how Dr. Dre had more of a thug bass to his G Funk, and Warren G had more of a smooth bass to his G Funk. I like that how they both they didn't try to bite off each other, because Warren G is Snoop Dogg. No. Warren G, Dr. Dre's half brother. But I like how Warren G went his way with his G Funk, and Dr. Dre went his way with his G Funk, and together it made brilliant G Funk music. Of course, rest in peace, late Nate Dogg. I love Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg from the West Coast, but he had like a little southern twang to him. How he can like say the most gangster stuff in a harmonized singing way that was always so dope. That every coast like put him on their tracks. That's pretty cool. And just the fact that like he's just awesome how they get that George Clinton, the Ohio players. They got so many elements. Shout out to North Carolina's own George Clinton. I'm proud to say salute to the OG from my neck of the woods, North Carolina, for really making that doggone G Funk funky to where everyone sample him. Of course, got to salute to Atlanta because without James Brown, we wouldn't have like the lot of G Funk samples too. of course, shout out to I salute to some of my family, kin folks in Ohio. And shout out to the Ohio Nation. I guess say I got family in Ohio, family in Atlanta, family here in North Carolina. But all that just to say how the influence from all of them came together and made one of my favorite eras I grew up off of, the G Funk era. One, not like I say, they ain't the only one. I don't want no one to bump heads with me, but it's one of the best eras in hip hop. And I'm proud to say this 90s baby, born December 26, 1990. 1990 babies, rise up. Grew up off of one of the coolest, smoothest, yet hip hop thuggest eras of hip hop, one of the best eras, with the smoothest beats, the smoothest samples, the dopest. You know, let me see. Speaking of that, yeah. G-Funk, short for gangster funk or funk rap, is a subgenre of gangster rap that emerged from the West Coast scene in the early 1990s. The genre was heavily influenced by the synthesizers, heavy 1970s funk, sound of Parliament Funkadelic, aka P-Funk, often incorporated through samples of recordings. It was represented by commercially successful albums such as Dr. Dre's The Chronic, one of my favorite albums, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, like I just told you. That's my first rapper I was introduced to in the first album, Doggy Style. I don't know, single rapper tip. But as a full group of rappers I was introduced to, first was 1994. When I was 3 years old, and my older brothers always listened to it. And of course, Doug Schmugger's Bone. But as I used to say as a kid, Doug Schmugger's Bone. But yeah, Bone Thugs would be like the first group I was introduced to. But now, since you said that, and just growing up off of Doggy Style, being introduced to that first was just amazing. I'm like, I was like, I never heard this before. This is like, even as a kid, I know something special about the G Funk. That's why I like it so much. It's so funky, yet so unique. I like how even you say God given talent for how they brought their first of the G Funk. And let me continue to read this. Well, no, we going off the script. I'm gonna read half of this and give you half of my history. So you get a piece of both because we're gonna do it off the script zip. Characteristics: G-Funk use funk with an artificial alter tempo, incorporates multi-layered and melodic synthesizers. While it's like slower paced beats, nothing against trap or fast paced beats. I like some fast paced rap, but personally, if you know, for people who know me in my hometown, North Carolina, they already know. They start to know I like slower melodic rap beats, and also I like fast paced when it's Twisted Tech Nine, Bone Thugs, when Good in My Baby now getting my head some fast pace and Outcast at times my issues that. But I love that more mellow, melodic, slower paced beats. That's why you'll hear me listen to a lot of G Funk. And on the East Coast side, Lords of Underground, Lords of Mischief, Lords of Underground, and like you'll hear me listen to a lot of Nas. I like this new stuff, but I also like this older stuff too. I listen to a lot of like, see who else got, of course, the 93 to Infinity by something like that, that damn too. Of course, a lot of Pete Rock, I like him too. Just something. Oh yeah, Camp Lo Lucchini, this what? Honorable mention. Let me see who else. Souls of Mischief was the ones that did 93 to Infinity. And the Lords of the Underground has also had the names mixed up. But just I like that too, because that's my style and it matches my personality. I like that more. Like I say, I ain't crapping no drill, that kind of drill, nothing against that. But I can't rap them type of beats. It's like a little too fast for me. So I like Lazy Bone, let me slow it down in case you didn't catch my drift. I like something melodic, with that jazz funk harmony, harmonizing that piano play that basically like what you would see with Goody Mob's albums and the new stuff too. They still got like the little melodic stuff. I like that whole melodic, slow pace, deep funkified bass, strings, chords, melodies, and G like well, man, one just said G funk, but rhythm is like this rhythm. I like that, and also like something more smooth, something smooth tempo. Like that's my style. But yeah, iconic grooves and deep bass, heavy use in the snare drums, background female vocals, the extensive sample of P-funk tunes, and high-pitched portamento, solid wave synthesized lead G-funk is typically set as between 90 to 100 BPM. The lyrical content depends on the artist and could consist of sex, drug use, especially marijuana, love for the city, love for friends. There was also a slurred, lazy, or smooth way of rapping in order to clarify words and stay in dramatic cadence. Many R&B pop singles of the 1990s incorporate the G-funk sound to their music. And I like that how like the lazy smooth. I'm glad that I read that because I didn't know what else to put. But yeah, you would call lazy a smooth way of rapping. Yes, if I was a rapper like that, you'll hear me have more of a lazy smooth style like a Warren G, Nate Dogg, a little bit of Daz, Krupp, and Snoop, more smooth, and some I'd be like Sugar Free Cup, something melodic, cool and dope, and like smooth, lazy smooth style. The Apple Suck is trying to rap fast, and I like to rap. I like the fast paced rap style, but I like if I was a rapper like that, I would be more slower pace. Well, slurred and lazy smooth. And the trademark West Coast G-Funk style of hip hop was a very definition element of the region's music and helped distinguish it from the rivaling rap scene of the East Coast. In essence, the smooth, slow tempo sound of G-Funk accompanied the persuasive, laid back stereotype of Californian culture, whereas East Coast hip hop typically featured more aggressive attitudes, which that's true because that like I was live like the wire. New York is more in your face. The West Coast style was more laid back, smooth. Midwest like that. Midwest most fast paced, unless it was common to people like Kanye West and Lupe Fiasco. Of course, the South we more a little bit of everything, but more like kind of melodic. But yeah, man, I like that way they broke it down. Alongside the fast-paced tempo, e.g., hardcore hip hop. Unlike other earlier rap acts, they also utilized funk samples such as EPMD, shout out to them, and the Bomb Squad, shout out to Bomb Squad too. G-Funk often utilized fewer unaltered samples per song. Music theorists Adam Crims has described G-Funk as a style of generally West Coast rap whose musical tracks lend tend to deploy live, highly conversational, harmonic progressions and harmonies. Dr. Dre, a pioneer of the G-Funk genre, normally uses live musicians to reply the original music of sample records. They enable him to produce music that has its own sound rather than a direct copy of the sample. That's true. History and origins. In 1989 to 1992 begins. Early examples of the genre began to show up in 1989. My boys, salute to the Texas legend, the DOC is funky enough in the formula. And shout out to the Cynical one for put me as a mention to that DOC is funky enough with the sample of Cy Silver, Mr. Meter. That's why I always respect Cynical one for that because he know my vibe. Salute to the Cynical one. God bless all my allies. And the former. The former was an early minor hit for the genre, reaching at number 12 on the Hot R&B hip hop song charts. 2 years later, the 1991 NWA released another early example of the genre with the album Niggas for Life with an AZ instead of ER. AZ, baby. Which reached number 1 on the Billboard 200, the number 2 on Billboard's top R&B/hip hop albums. The same year, Ice Cube's diss track towards NWA, No Vaseline, was made in the style Dr. Dre, who produced No One Can Do It Better and Niggas for Life, is often seen as an originator / creator of the G-Funk sound. Though these claims have been disputed, the Code 187, shout out to that album. Good album. Woohoo! That's my business. That's my business. That's my favorite style. One of my favorite albums too. Captain Mighty Boy. I'm mad at them on Wikipedia. They hit all my albums and the pattern. I like them too. That's what I'm talking about. A member of the Above the Law. Shout them Above the Law, man. Today I give them their credit too. I'm gonna do a video on them, show the young folks who they are. You gotta tell the history, man, because it can't depend on other people like the DJ Ballard and them. Oops, my bad, should not name drop. About the history of member Above the Law, claiming that he came up with the name and sound. 1992 to 1997 mainstream peak. 1992 was the breakout year for the genre, with Dr. Dre dropping his album, The Chronic. That's my stuff, and my hip hop Mount Rushmore of the G-Funk is The Chronic. No, see, I say it's The Chronic, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, of course, the G-Funk. Let me see the names. I'm multitasking, so like I'm reading it from Wikipedia. I usually share the Wikipedia, but I don't want to do that today. So like, I'm going off the dome, so I'm freestyling this. So we don't do that planning. I just say, forget it. We're gonna give y'all a piece of me, what I like. So like, of course that freaks with that doggone that doggone DLC, man. Okay, see. Take a look over your shows, Black Market. See, Lethal Injection, that's one of my tops. We Come Strapped, because you know that MDMC, no, MC8. Street Gospel, Sugar Free is good. It's on 187 Killer, of course, Easy, that's in my top. I would say G-Funk Classics, that's in my hip hop G-Funk Mount Rushmore. Murder's the Case will be in my top one. The Shadiest one, Dub C. Of course, Dr. Dre 2001. Even though she technically ain't the West Coast, but the Brat Funkified. Safe and Sound by DJ Quick. Got that. That's what I love about like when you got the Tristan phone. Even if I don't remember all the albums off the dome. But yeah, man. But yeah, Fallen had the numerous successful songs albums. See, The Chronic is often seen as the beginning of the genre. The following year had numerous successful songs and albums. Ice Cube songs, It Was a Good Day and Check Yourself, both made the top 20. That top 20 that took that Deuce Zero. Let's see. Let me go down. Who made the top 20, picking at number 15? That 15 and number 20 again, respectively, and were both certified as least gold. It Was a Good Day is commonly placed high on the best of the list for the genre, being considered one of the best G-Funk tracks ever made. Snoop Dogg released his first album, Salute, my number one album, Doggy Style, which debuted at number 1 again on the Billboard 200, and contained the hits Gin and Juice, My Jizznies, and What's My Name. Both songs reached at number 8 on the Hot 100. The album was certified quadruple platinum, and both singles were certified gold. Eazy-E released the G-Funk Influence album, its own. Dr. Dre 187 Killer, which reached number 5. 5 Dose Trade, Billboard 200, and contained the number 42 hit Real Mother G's, or the clean version of Real Country City G's. Booyah. Which was made as a response to Dr. Dre's songs, Dr. Dre Day. Yeah, that beat. I don't know. Eazy might have Dr. Dre beat with that beat, with that song. Dre Day was good, but Eazy Real Mother G's, he went in on Dr. Dre. You seen the anonymous picture, we know. The genre's popularity grew even bigger in 1994, especially because of Warren G's song Regulate. was on the Above the Rim soundtrack, which is featured on the Above the Rim soundtrack. The single reached top 10, peaking number 2. Hits album Regulate G-Funk Era, which also contains a song and another top 10 hit, Just DJ, another favorite song from 1G I like, reached number 2 on the Billboard 200. Popular rapper MC Hammer went for more against the image of G-Funk sound in his album, The Funky Headhunter. I'm gonna check that album out. Which contained the number 26 single Bump City Bump. That's my song. I like that. Bump City Bump City Bump City Right. Yeah, they got those girls with the Bump City Right. G-Funk group Thug Life featuring Tupac. Shout out to Thug Life and rest in peace Tupac and anyone else we lost. Contained the number 26 single Pump. Released their first album, Thug Life Volume 1. Check that album out, it was good. It peaked number 42 on the Billboard 200, and it had one minor hit single, From the Cradle to the Grave. I was bumping that 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago now. From the cradle to the grave, life ain't never been easy to. It 266, Mama raised the hell fire, heavily son. And it charted on the hot R&B / hip hop songs and on the hot rap songs charts at number 91 on the former and number 25 on the latter. West Coast rapper Coolio, rest in peace to Coolio, releases debut album It Takes a Thief in 1994. The album peaked at number 8. It contains the top 10 hit Fantastic Voice coming out. Fantastic Voice, slide, step this side. That's my jam. Boy, I'm gonna be rapping these songs to this. My bad, folks. So just take me back to memory lane, the 90s. In 1995, Tupac released the album Me Against the World, which although not entirely G-Funk has been described as having half the record resound to the boom and bap of New York while having the rest shimmer in G-Funk haze. The album reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 and was certified double platinum. Later in the year, he released the G-Funk classic California Love. California, fresh out of jail soon. Ooch screaming. What you say? Give me that bomb beef for Jay. And I go look to the Cats Be Low saying, which is a double-sided album, which is a double A side with How Do You Want It? Hit number 1 on the Hot 100 in October 1999. The Dog Pound release. Shout out to my iconic influence of Daz Jones. Shout out to Corrupt. Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Lady Rage and them too. Shout out to Suge. Released their debut album Dog Food, and it debuted at number 1 on the Billboards. Continued G-Funk's dominance in the mainstream with the top 50 singles. New York, New York. We're gonna get in that album because that caused a lot of controversy. Shout out to New York people. Nothing to get shout out, but trust me, I know the controversy about that with New York. And Let's Play House. In 1996, the supergroup Westside Connection released Bow Down. It had 2 hit singles, Bow Down, the actual single, not just the title, and Gangsters Make the World Go Round, where they sampled the dramatics. They sampled the phonics. People makes the world go round. But they had Gangsters Make the World Go Round. I'm not flagging, baby, my flagging. Ruppies, you know the rest. That's my song too. Which peaked at number 21 and number 40 respectively. The album itself peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, and it was certified platinum by the RIAA in 1997. Tupac released his album All Eyes on Me, well-known album. Their life there died. All Eyes on Me, which that song funky too, was in itself, which has been described as a loss of G-Funk and as having a commercial G-Funk sheen. The album hit number 1. That's good. In 1997, Warren G released his second album, Take a Look Over Your Shoulders. Got the funny kids. If you can't see what I see, it's on being Warren G, which peaked at number 11 on the Billboard 200. It had 2 top 40 singles, a cover of I Shot the Sheriff and Smoking Me Out. Shit. All through the majority of G-Funk music has come out of California, the overall sound has been utilized by additional U.S. rappers and hip-hop groups that were based in other states across the U.S. during the time of Styles' popularity in the 1990s. Some of the most notable, here we go. Hey, dang, I didn't know. Dang, I'm a genius. So Bone Thugs, Snoop Counter is one of the ones that had it. Yeah, Outkast. So artists include Outkast, Georgia, G Slim, Louisiana, Bone Thugs Harmony, Ohio, Taylor, Tennessee, Top Authority, Michigan, and period E, period S, period G, period, Texas, ESG if you want to call it, and DMG, Minnesota. So see the power of G-Funk, my era. In the 1990s, Houston, Texas had a small but noteworthy G-Funk scene at the peak of the genre's popularity, with artists such as the Ghetto Boys, Salute, Rest in Peace, Buster Bill, shout out to the still living members, uh, Willie D and Scarface, and rest in peace to the other member. I think it was another member that passed on. Black Monks, ESG again, Fear Forward Boys, Street Military, Big Mellow, Scarface. Salute to Scarface too as a solo artist because his solos did like my block, everything but shit. See, Gangsta Nip, shout out to Gangsta Nip. That name sounds familiar. I might do a video on him, some Buster Bill, on his solo stuff. Rest in peace to him. And Big 50, Fifth Ward, Juveniles, and South Circle. True, true. 1997 present influences on modern hip hop. In the late 1990s and 2000s, G-Funk music signified a decline in mainstream popularity. Dr. Dre's 1999 album, 2001, produced by Mel Man, shout out to Mel Man, was noted as a reinventing his sound, moving away from G-Funk to something more gothic and string heavy. In 2001, Warren G released his full studio album, The Return of the Regulator, including Here Comes Another Hit, including Nate Dogg, rest in peace to Nate Dogg, one of my influences, one of my icons, if you want to say. And Mr. Grimm, shout out to Mr. Grimm, Looking at You with Latoya Williams. The album Can We Be Considered a Return of the Roots of G-Funk West Coast gangster music, but it sold less than the rapper's two previous albums. Midwestern rapper Tech Nine made a use of the G-Funk style on his early releases, most notably his second album studio, The Worst, in 2000. His 2001 follow-up album, Angelican, shout out to that album. Well, I'm gonna tell, incorporate the subgenres characteristics to a much lesser extent. Most recently, into the 2010s and onward, many contemporary West Coast rappers have released albums which contain strong G-Funk influence, including Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Kendrick. King Kunta, or the hip hop Black Panther, as I like to call him, Kendrick Lamar and Good City, Good Kid, Mad City, as well as To Pimp a Butterfly, YG. Shout out to YG too for keeping the G-Funk alive. Shout out to B. Very cool for keeping the G-Funk alive. It's still Brazzy, Schoolboy Q. Yeah, boy, that's my boy too. In Blackface, LP, Nipsey Hussle, Peace Nipsey. In Victory Lap, Buddy with Harlem and Andrea, and Tech Nine with the Gates mix plate. That's my album too. It's the Gates mix plate. See, also Gangsta Rap, Golden Age Hip Hop, list of G-Funk artists and producers, Ice-T, Ice Cube. So we have read. Cover that. Let me play this example. Turn this up. Oh, shoot. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, that's my chair. I fixed that G-Funk. So let's give me an example of what that is. So I read to you from Wikipedia, but yeah, man, that G-Funk just funky, and pun intended. You know, one of the funkadelic best styles there is. And you see the influences, so dang, I didn't even know. Bone Thugs considered like using some G-Funk elements too. And of course, I knew Outkast. But yeah, it's a beautiful style. So Shout out to y'all. God bless y'all for watching this video. Share this video, like this video, view this video. Let's get this video 1,000 views. And we out. Remember, keep God first. God's the way. Let God be your guidance. Trust God. Believe in God. Cast all your words to God. Remember, John 3:16, God so loved the word, give his own begotten son, and so believe in him to not perish but have everlasting life. We out.